in the EICMA Motor Show, well, Aprilia launched something very exciting. But over here in India, we've got two somewhat exciting scooters. Yes, this is the SR125, that is the SR160 race, and in today's video I'll tell you, should you sell the amount that is there for these motorcycles or scooters basically to get yourself a sporty 125 or a 160cc scooter. Before we begin, subscribe to Motorbeam and don't forget to hit the bell icon. The first reason that you should consider buying these scooters is basically the design, the element that attracts people, because these two scooters carry a lot. The front apron has changed, you've got LED lights all around, but then the indicators are still halogen. But this motorcycle, the reason that I'm saying motorcycle is because it rides like one. These scooters look good and they stand out just the way they want it. 125 in the blue color is special. You don't get a blue color in the 160, but you do get a race version, that is this, and for that you get a knuckle guard too. Attention, quite a lot. Now as I come a bit behind, this integrated foot peg looks very nice. The lines look very nice too. Split seat setup, again more attention. For the race version you get a dual tone pattern as well, plus dual tone colors, actually red alloy wheels specifically for the race version. Well, this scooter does stand out, and the best thing which I like, while some people have been complaining about, is the grab rail design, because it does not look as purposeful. For me, since I've sat pillion on this works as a good back support too, the lower back support, so it is purposeful. Carbon fiber finish on the exhaust cover and the egg-shaped tail light, it looks very attractive. The blue color for the 125 and the red alloys for the 160 are the definite standout features for the Aprilia SRs. Design wise, this scooter does stand out, but there's one thing, that is this nose, which looks a little weird to me, the cuts over here. What I've used, let me know in the comments below. The seat height is accessible and the riding posture is quite commanding because you sit very upright. But the problem is that you sit very close to the handlebar and the space for the foot peg is there for a leg. But if you want to take it out, it's not too much. You have to twist it out. There is a bit of a space problem. Now for the SR125 even, the seat is exactly the same. But let's see how a pillion comfortable is. Saurabh? Is there enough space? Is the back support nice? How is the cushioning? And that's a down because the cushioning is a little bit hard. We've ridden both the scooters all the way over here, about 15 to 20 kilometers, and there's one thing, that the seat is a bit hard. I apologize for the lighting conditions because I cannot control it. It's the clouds that are flying around, or whatever that is. But there's one thing, that I cannot find the stand here, because technically since the start Aprilia has a stand a little bit forward and it stays a bit forward. The switchgear looks and feels nice, plus the instrument cluster is a digital unit this time around for the SR125 as well as the 160. Both get the exact same unit, so the data that's there is exactly the same. We've seen this meter first in the SXR. This time around it's the same unit with the same set of data coming for both the scooters. As a standard information, you get the speedometer, a tachometer, left side is the fuel gauge and right side is the temperature gauge. On the top you get ambient temperature, max speed, and if you keep pressing the mode button, you get battery voltage, mileage, average mileage, distance to empty, and all of that data as well. Plus on the right side, if you double click it, you will get trip A, trip B and the total ODO kilometers. Powered by a 124cc motor producing 9.7 bhp and 9.7 Nm of torque, the SR125 has the exact same engine, which is a 3-valve engine. Same is the case here for the 160, producing somewhere close to 11 PS of power and 11.6 Nm of torque. So engine wise, nothing has changed even for BS6. So these scooters ride exactly the same. The punch is very nice. For the 125, you get a very good low end punch, very decent mid range. Top end is just about okay. For the SR160, the mid range is the strongest part and it pulls like it has to. This scooter is very addictive in terms of traffic riding conditions because it just goes like crazy. It is a 160 and it does feel like one. You can expect somewhere close to 35 km per litre from the 160 and close to 40 km per litre from the 125. Both get a 6-litre fuel tank, so take about a range of 240 to 200 km and that's about it. But then you can go the distance very well, and once you ride on the highway, that is where these scooters are made for, because in city conditions, in bad road conditions, the suspension gets onto you. Otherwise, motor rides very nicely. It has a particular Aprilia note to it, and the 3-valve motor in both the scooters is actually fun. Now the seat for both the scooters is hard, and so is the suspension setup, because the suspension at the front, which is a telescopic unit, there's a monoshock side mounted at the rear. Both the suspension at both the ends are hard, so you get very good feedback from the road, but if you ride it for long, it is not as comfortable as you expect from it. This scooter is a sporty scooter. It is actually very sporty. However, the good part is that you get amazing feedback from the handlebars, amazing feedback from the whole scooter, so you can filter through traffic like crazy, plus the tires. And this time around you get 120 section tires both at the front and the rear, mounted on 14-inch wheels, and they grip really well. This scooter justifies the word fun, because it is definite fun to ride everywhere. If you're someone looking for comfort, this is not the place, but if you are a youngster looking for a fun scooter, a 125 is good for you. If you want something powerful too, definitely consider the 160. Now there was a time when the SR150 was launched. It was launched at the price of 70,000 rupees. In today's date, the SR160 is a little more than double. This one comes at a price of 1,50,000 rupees for the race variant. If you want the base variant, that is 1,40,000 rupees on road. If you want to stick to the 125, that is 1,25,000 rupees. So if you are ready to shell that amount, the scooters are definitely worth your money. Otherwise, there are better options at a cheaper price in the market right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.